Well, now we are going to be having an introduction to Dart. Now, before we can start building mobile applications with Flutter, there is something we need to learn first, and that is Dart. So what exactly is Dart? Well, Dart is simply a programming language created by Google. Well, you should just think of it as the language we will use to tell our application what to do. But now you might be wondering, why are we learning Dart when it is supposed to be a Flutter course? And that's because Flutter is not a programming language. Okay, Flutter is just simply a framework. Now, don't let the word framework scare you. Just think of it as a toolbox. Imagine you want to build a house. Having all these tools is great, but these tools can't build the house by themselves, right? So someone still has to use them, right? In our case, that is what we will use to control Flutter. So before we can use this toolbox, we need to learn the language that works with it. In this case, Dart. And the good thing is that Dart is very easy to learn. Even if you've never written a single line of code before, don't worry, we'll take everything one step at a time. Now, once we're done learning Dart, moving to Flutter will feel much easier. Then we'll start building Android applications, iPhone apps, web apps, and even desktop apps. But this course is more focused on building mobile applications. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. So the first thing you might want to do is, how do we get started? Well, of course, you could get started in a very easier way. And what you can simply do is, on your browser, you can just type Dart's add. Okay, so that pad like this. So when you type that pad, this is simply going to open where you can start using that without having to do any setup. So this is like the URL. Okay, so you can just go to that pad.dev, and that's the link I've just clicked on now. Okay, so as you can see in the URL, that's pad.dev. Okay, so you can simply get to start writing that programming language in this case. But of course, you don't need to be worried or feeling overwhelmed. Really, again, this is a beginner course, so don't worry, I'll take your hands along so we can learn how to write that programming language properly. So if you don't want to do any complex setup on your PC, you can just go to this website and get started. There is already some ready-made bunch of code there which you can use, and if you want to see how it works, you can just simply run it. Okay, remember, we have simply installed Flutter in the last few classes and we've set it up properly. So if you are simply going to get started, the first thing you need to do is to actually install what we call a Dart SDK. Okay, so since we are not only learning that, we don't actually need that SDK. Okay, remember in our last class we actually installed Flutter SDK. Okay, now this Flutter SDK already comes with Dart, so we don't need to install that SDK separately, because this is not just a Dart course but a Flutter course, and we've learned how to set up Flutter SDK. So what we just simply need to do is to get started right away. Now, well, if you have not set up your Flutter, you can just go to, again, this website and follow along with me. Everything would still work well. So the first thing you want to do now is, you can simply open a folder on your desktop. Just open it in anywhere that pleases you. So I'm going to be opening a new folder, and I'm simply going to be naming this Dart Fundamentals. Okay, so once you create the folder anywhere on your desktop, just create it anywhere, it's fine. It doesn't have to, just know where you created it. All right, so when you simply create this, now what you want to do now next is to open your Visual Studio Code. Remember, I said where we are going to be writing our Dart programming language is simply going to be, we are simply going to be using an IDE, and we actually in the last class downloaded Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this is simply what we're gonna use. Okay, as you can see, so what you simply want to do is to open your Visual Studio Code right away. Now once you open your Visual Studio Code, it should of course look more like what we have here. So I'm just going to make it full screen and zoom in at least a little. So usually you might not see anything, or you might be seeing some bunch of code. That's fine. So the folder we just created now, remember we named that folder that fundamentals. So what you want to do now is very simple. The folder, we are going to be opening it right inside of our Visual Studio Code. Okay, so what you simply want to do is very easy. So at the top left, you would see an option called File. So you want to click on File, then you click Open Folder. So once this folder is simply opened, all you just need to do is very simple. You simply go to your desktop. Remember, we created it on our desktop, right? Or anywhere you created it, just navigate to that path. And well, I'm on my desktop, of course. So inside it, you will see a folder which you created. So just click on the folder just once. And when you do that, just click on Select Folder at the bottom there. So what this is going to happen now is it's going to open the folder right for you inside of your IDE, your Visual Studio Code. Okay, very good. And you are going to see more like what I have here. So most especially you see the folder name here, okay, which means you have successfully opened up the folder which you want to get started with. Now if you simply want to install Dart, you can just simply go to your browser. Now we are not doing that, okay? If you don't want to stress yourself, again, just simply go to that pad.dev and continue there. But if you still want to install that, if you are following up only for the first time, if you haven't watched the recent video, you can just simply type maybe that install on your browser. Then it opens up where you just need to install that. Okay, so when you scroll down, you will see where to install it. You see the procedures on how to install it. Again, we are not doing any of this, but for any of you or those of you who doesn't even have Dart and want to use it on their system rather than using the browser, you can just, if you know how to install it, just go ahead to do that. Okay, or better still, you can just install Flutter. If you haven't watched on how to install Flutter, make sure you check the recent video. I'm sure you won't be watching this video if you haven't installed Flutter, if you didn't start from the beginning. Okay, so anyways, either use the browser that.dev, or you should have set up your Flutter from the beginning when I was also doing the same thing. Okay, now if you want to make sure that you are following with me and you want to confirm that your Dart is simply installed, so what you want to do is to search for command prompt. Okay, so search for command prompt. So you would simply say command prompt on your PC. Okay, you remember we kind of use this command prompt from the introduction of the video, right? So when you open your command prompt, if you just want to simply confirm if that is installed on your PC, you can just type Dart and press enter. Now when you press enter, it's just going to give you a bunch of few different information. Otherwise, it means that isn't installed right on your PC. And well, if that has given you that info just right away, this is simply how it should look like. All right, good. And one more command just to confirm that successfully. So I'm just going to clear my screen. So you can just type Dart hyphen then version like this. Okay, and then when you press enter, this is going to simply give you the version of that on your PC. Now again, if you don't have this, try to watch the installation on Flutter. Okay, so then you can come back to try this, and that's enough. So you should just simply get the version of that. At least at the time of recording this video, this is the current version I have. So yours might be different or maybe more updated, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so once all of this is set up, I think we can get started with Dart in this case. Now to get started, we'll get started in the next video. Okay, I just want to show you how you can open a folder. Okay, so you can see we simply have the sidebar here. So this is where all your code is going to live. Okay, so what you want to do is, if you can't find this sidebar, you can hold down Ctrl B to close and to open the sidebar. Otherwise, you can also click on this first icon. It allows you to open and close the sidebar too. So what you want to do is, when you move your mouse on each of these icons here, okay, right beside your folder name, you see these different icons. Of course, that's something you should know. We want to create a new file, okay, or you can also right click anywhere on the sidebar. You would see new file, so you just want to click on this new file. Okay, and we can just name this put in number 1, and we can say maybe intro to Dart. So I'm just going to use hyphen, so hyphen Dart. So hyphen is not necessary, just say intro to Dart. And when you give it any name you want, it could be any name you want, just know at the end of your file name, okay, whatever you name it, just put in dot, then dart. Okay, so you can see immediately I put in dot dart, it shows this Dart icon, right? So this is how you open a Dart file. Again, this is how you get started with most programming languages, right? If it was a Python file, for example, Python is the .py, you can see that's Python logo. If it was maybe HTML, probably maybe you're familiar with it and you can get started with it. Okay, so since we're going to get started learning Dart, we can just say Dart and enter. Okay, so this is going to create us a file called Dart. So if you click on it now, on the right hand side, this is where you start writing your Dart code. Okay, so this is simply how to get started with that. All right, and let's just write a simple code so I can also show you guys how to run this Dart file. Okay, so inside of here, okay, so this is where you're simply going to start writing your code. Just click anywhere inside and you start writing your code, right? So remember from the what we saw earlier, we kind of like saw a bunch of code. Okay, I could have just copied this and just showed you guys some example, but don't worry, let's just simply write a simple code. Okay, you don't have to worry about this. In the next video I'll explain properly. So just write void, okay, then space, then type main, then you open your parentheses like this, then you open a curly bracket and then press enter. Okay, good. So inside of it, then we can just simply write what we call print and open parentheses. As you can see the way I did them, right? I open parentheses. So instead of the parentheses, well, let's just write well, hello Dart. Now if you want to write a text, you have to open a double quote or a single quote. Okay, so in a double quote, let's just write hello Dart. Okay, good. So we've now simply written that, and at the end of every single line of code that you write, every single statement, you want to put a semicolon at the end. Okay, so look at, I've just put in a semicolon, so be careful that you put in that, right? Good. So now this is just a simple Dart code we have written. Okay, now before we run it, we need to install an extension. Extension is just an additional feature in our VS Code that allows us to be able to get some snippets, like some better way of just making our code nice. Okay, so in the extensions, you would simply see some icons on the left hand side. Okay, the extension is likely the fourth one, or if you just move your mouse on it, okay, you see it will simply show you the name extension. Anyways, what you want to do is to simply click on the one called extension. Okay, and inside this extension is just an additional little application that can help us improve our whatever code we are writing here, and there are different ones. We simply want to install Dart, so just type Dart. Okay, so this is, make sure you are connected, by the way. So this is going to look for an extension called Dart, and we simply want to install it. If you are not connected, you won't be able to see these different options here. Okay, so you can see that we simply have that here. So this is likely going to be the first one, so you want to just click on this Dart. Okay, so I have it installed already. In your own case, when you want to install it, you probably see an option like where it says install, so just click install. But I have it already, so I don't need to install it. So in your own case, make sure you install it, and that's it. Okay, so when you install it, then you can just close here. You can simply click back on this first icon to come back to your code, and if you click again, it will close the sidebar for you. If you click, it opens it for you. Okay, good. Now this is the simple code we've written here. So what we want to do is to simply run our Dart code, and well, there are different ways you could run it. Okay, so one of the ways you could run it is by running it in your terminal. And well, where is our terminal? Our terminal was just like our command prompt we opened earlier. So to find your terminal, across the top here, you would see terminal. And if you can't see it, click on this three dots here. You should see terminal. And then what you want to do is to click on new terminal. Okay, so you might not be able running it this other way again later, but let me show you just the first way to do that. Now once your terminal simply opens up, okay, your terminal is going to eventually open up at the bottom like this, and inside it just start writing your code. So now once it's open up, what you simply want to do is to type Dart. Okay, now when you type that, this file which you created, you remember we created a file called intro-to-dart.dat, right? That's what you'll be typing next. Now that's complex for a start, but let's just type it. So when you type that, you want to run this file called intro so -to-dart. Okay, then okay, so what you're simply doing is saying you're like saying that run this file for me called intro-to-dart.dart, and when you press enter this time around, it's simply going to return you the result of whatever you have here. So now this actually gives us an error. It didn't run our file, and that's totally fine to simply not get an error. So this is simply because our file name is not intro to that, but we make this complex. So let's rename it just to make it simple. So what you want to do is this your file name, one intro to that. Just right click on it, and we want to just give it a simple name. So then click on rename. Okay, so let's just name it back to just intro. Okay, so just make it simple. So intro.dart. So make sure you rename it and then you press enter. Okay, good. Now we've actually made it simple. And one more thing, especially if you're actually writing code for the first time. So when you go to file, you will see where it says autosave. So make sure it is on autosave. You can see mine is checked. I don't need to check it again, this mark icon. Otherwise, make sure you check yours. Okay, so then let's try to come to our terminal and type that again. So you're simply going to type that, and I forgot we're supposed to be that run. Okay, so that's keeping my mind. So that's run, then the name of the file, which is intro.dart. Okay, so when you type that run, then intro.dart. Okay, so anytime you want to run any file, you just type that run, then the file name you are using. Okay, so just again just press enter. So as soon as you press enter, this is going to return you the result of whatever you have inside this, parentheses. For example, we have hello world here, and this is going to return hello world just about to us. So as you can see, we now have hello Dart inside of our terminal. Okay, so this is just how to get started with Dart, and this might take time for it to actually show up. Just make sure you calm down and then you see your result. Okay, so in the next class we will get started with each topics, and just to show you what we are going to be treating right away. So if we actually went back here now, okay, so we will simply be treating these topics. As you can see here, we are going to we've already talked about the installation. We'll get started with variables, constants, we'll talk about loops, functions, we'll talk about classes. And once you've learned these basics, I think that's just enough for you to get started learning Flutter.